What's up, guys? So, on this particular video, we'll be discussing about Meghalaya in the month of October 2025. What you should be expecting in terms of the weather, the road condition, the places that you should be visiting. Will the waterfalls be active? Is it a good time to be going to Meghalaya in the month of October 2025? And most of all, what is the budget and the things that you need to be packing for your trip to Meghalaya in the month of October? Now, keep in mind that the month of October is a transition month, but it is usually supposed to be the end of monsoon. But considering how the weather has been this year, the monsoon is going to continue, I would say, till the mid of October. It wouldn't be heavy showers, but it is definitely going to be raining, and this could be for a couple of hours to maybe a little bit longer. And you can expect the rain to be either in the morning or in the latter half of the day towards sunset, because this is the retreating monsoon in October. So by default, when you're planning or you're traveling to Meghalaya in the month of October, make sure that you have your rain gear with you. A good strong umbrella and a wind cheater is needed, because when it rains, it's going to get super windy. So by default, you will need a wind cheater to keep you dry. Now, when it comes to the temperature, you need to remember that the daytime temperature will range from anywhere between 22 degrees to 30 degrees, while the temperature in the nights will be from anywhere between, I would say, 12 degrees to 18 degrees. So the nights and the mornings will be cool, while the days will be humid and warm. So if you're someone who likes traveling during the off season, then the month of October is a good time to be going. Just remember that the first week when Dasera is going to be happening, it's going to be super crowded in Meghalaya, because all of Assam, West Bengal, and neighboring parts celebrate Dasera. So it's holiday season in the northeast and the eastern part of India. Therefore, by default, Meghalaya is the go-to destination for all the people out there. So when you're traveling, if you're going there in the first half of October, be prepared for it to be jam-packed, and book your rooms or your flights or your travel as soon as you hear this video, because the longer you take to book your accommodation for the first half of October, the higher your probability of not getting a good accommodation is going to be. Places like Cherrapunji and more remote villages will by default get sold out. Even Shillong is going to be a real problem in the first half to book, because of I would say because of Dasera. And that's the case for, I would say, for the entire month of October, because in the second half of October, it's Diwali, which is the main stream holiday for all of India. So by default, you'll find it difficult even to get accommodation in the second half. So if you're planning a trip in October, it's already September, which is less than a month for October. So make sure that you've done your reservation, booked your flights, booked your accommodation as soon as possible, because otherwise you're going to be in for a real hefty, difficult phase. The same room which will cost you otherwise 1500 will then start costing you 4000, and the rooms will not be up to the mark. Now, moving on to the next part, which is the road condition. The roads are pretty well made all over Meghalaya along the tourist circuit. So by default, no matter where you're traveling, the roads are good. There's just one stretch of the road which is really bad, and I would say that's the road from Shillong to Mawlingnong, Rivai, and Dauki. It is a stretch beyond the Shillong. After you cross Shillong and you take the left turn to go to Mawlingnong and Rivai, that's where the road gets really bad. It's unpaved. There's work going on the road, and it will take entire of this year for it to get complete. So if you're someone who has a short trip and is not inclined on bumpy roads, my personal suggestion is take the road via Jowai to Dauki first, go to Dauki, and then return via Mawlingnong and Rivai. What this does is it avoids you doing the same unpaved road twice, and will make your journey a little bit more comfortable and faster at the same time. When it comes to waterfalls, yes, waterfalls will be active all over Meghalaya. So no matter where you're going, if you want to enjoy waterfalls, the month of October is a very, very good time to be going there. When it comes to caving is not ideal in October, because not everything will be open, because it's still raining and the caves will be flooded. But more touristy caves like Mausmai will definitely be accessible in Cherrapunji. The double-decker route bridge trek is also easily doable in the month of October. Just do not go on a Sunday, because Sunday is when it is closed. All Sundays of the month and the year, the double-decker route bridge is closed. So plan for any day other than a Sunday. Ideally, keep it for either a Monday to a Wednesday because that's when the crowd is at the lowest compared to the weekends. Now, when it comes to what you should be packing, light woolens by default will be needed for the evenings because it'll get really, really cold in the nights. In the daytime, you definitely need your cotton clothes. Make sure that you have your sun glares because when it's not raining, the sun will be out and you will definitely need your sun glares. Insect repellent is needed because when you're going to the interiors of Meghalaya, by default, you'll find a lot of insects and creepy crawlers. So, if you're someone who gets easily affected by them, then you definitely need insect repellent. Now, the must visit places when you're traveling to Meghalaya is Dauki. I would say Shillong by default, you need to spend at least 2 or 3 nights. Cherrapunji, minimum 2 nights. Mawlingnong and Riva, you can do a day trip. Now, when it comes to Dauki camping is not going to be possible till the rain goes away because when it's raining, it's impossible to camp at Dauki. At the same time, the boating at Dauki is definitely going to be possible, but do not expect the water to be crystal clear because that's only possible once the rains have gone and the water has actually settled. So, I would say if you're someone who's traveling to Meghalaya for the crystal clear Dauki experience and the camping experience, then the month of November onwards is going to be more ideal for your experience. When it comes to network, Meghalaya has excellent phone network coverage. Geo and Airtel have the best 4G and 5G network. Vodafone is lagging behind, but you can travel with it, but don't expect too much from it in the terms of network connectivity and speed. Overall, you do not need to worry about network because every place that you stay in Meghalaya should have Wi Fi other than in Dauki. When it comes to, I would say, the amount of budgeting that you need to keep in mind, entirely depends on the accommodation you're booking. If you're going for budget accommodation, homestays, and hostels in Shillong, then you can budget, I would say, anywhere between 15 to 20,000 for a 6 to 7 day trip, provided you're ready to rent out a scooter and ride for the journey. There is no public transportation in Meghalaya, so the only option for you is to either hire a taxi or rent a bike. Now, remember, hiring a car or a bike in Meghalaya in the month of October is not everybody's cup of tea because it can get really cold and windy when it starts raining and the visibility will drop. So, unless you are someone who's a seasoned rider or a driver, do not please take the gamble of hiring a car or renting a bike and going around Meghalaya because that could be fatal. And do not do this solo. Always make sure that you have someone for company in your car or your bike because it's not ideal to go along these winding roads all alone. The golden rule while traveling to Meghalaya in any month, especially in October, is to start your journey early. So try to wake up. I would say keep an alarm for 5, so like latest by 6 o'clock you're out of your room and your journey begins. The reason I'm saying this is because the days are very short. The sunset will be around 4:35. So if you can leave in the morning by 6 o'clock, have your breakfast along the way and your lunch, you'll have a fabulous time because this way you'll get plenty of time to explore and experience everything that's there to be seen and done in Meghalaya when you're traveling around. If you're someone who's a late riser and you wake up say by 9 o'clock and you leave by 10:30, your day is going to be really cut short and most of the places or the sightseeing that you want to do is going to be curtailed. So to avoid that, wake up early, go to bed early, and just enjoy your journey. When it comes to ATMs, Meghalaya has plenty of ATMs, so you can withdraw cash. Just make sure that you carry at least 5 to 10,000 cash from home. UPI payment is usually accepted by everybody in Meghalaya, so you wouldn't have an issue. Just that carry cash because in case you go down to places like double decker to Nongriat and all, your phone network will not work and you want to buy something or pay for food. That's when you will definitely need cash. So by default, carry cash and carry cash in denominations of 50, 100, and 200 because it's easier for everyone to give you change. Now, when it comes to the taxis, it is always advisable to pre book your taxi before the journey. And if you're someone who's looking for a trip to Meghalaya and are confused how to go about it, you can click on the link in the description. We have plenty of trips happening to Meghalaya in the month of October. You can directly go to our website and book or directly WhatsApp our sales team who will guide you through the booking process. If you have any personal queries related to your trip to Meghalaya, leave a comment in the comment section and our team will help you by resolving your doubts via the the YouTube chat box. Do not WhatsApp or call our team for your own personal trip. That our sales team is only related to Tlow trips which you want to book and travel with us. Now, till our next video, stay safe, stay happy.